Good evening, this is BelGeode and we are back with some more X-Plane 10.45. This is part 10 and a continuation of our journey to Roanoke. Okay, so we are back. And I've taken the liberty of setting this thing to nav2 since it's currently picking that up. I still haven't figured out how to set my altimeter. Well, I know how to set the altimeter. What I need to know is how to set the autopilot altitude. I probably should have read the effing manual before I took off, but it's me. But in any event, just to catch you up on what we're doing, we are on the way to Elkins Randolph County Airport. That is in West Virginia. I currently have it programmed for the Vortac EKN, that's Echo Kilo November, which stands for Elkins, which is at the frequency of 114.20. So we're currently zeroing in on that, as you can see on the OBS here. And we should be there in approximately 16 miles. Now our final destination is Roanoke, Virginia. We took off from, Wheeling in West Virginia. We skirted through Pennsylvania and then we decided to go south from there. Alright, let me pull the mixture back down again. There we go. The mixture is just lean enough that it should be okay. And the weather has been a little bit weird. First it was really sunny, then it was really cloudy, then it's really sunny again, then it's really cloudy. It's like, I don't know what the hell is going on. Alright, but we are passing an airport right now. I believe that is Philippi, Barber County Regional, which is 79 Delta. So we should be pretty close to Elkins. According to the GPS, we're about 15 miles away. So yeah, that does sound about right. I can't help but think we're a little bit crooked. Let me take a look outside. Yeah, it certainly does look like we're flying crooked there. I wonder what's up with that. Wind must have picked up. It's the only explanation I can think of. The wind probably picked up a little bit. So it's trimming us out, but it's also trying to keep us going in the correct direction. Of course, there's an easy way that we can find out what the weather is actually doing, and that would be to find the frequency for Elkins and figure out what the ASOS is over there. So I can tell you that Elkins' frequency is 119.275. So if we pop this open, you will see right now it's set to 119.250. So let's set it to 275. And we'll make that the active and listen to what they have to say. And here comes the weather again.
Elkins Randolph Jennings Randolph Information Delta 2200 Zulu weather. Sky conditions 2200 few, 5000 overcast, visibility 10. Temperature 22, dew point 17. Wind calm, altimeter 2995. Arriving and departing runway 32. Advise on initial contact, you have Delta.
Okay, so I heard what I needed to hear, which is altimeter 2995. Let's go ahead and change that real quick here. We're probably going to want to put it like right there. Alright, now we are passing a little grass strip, or at least I thought I saw a little grass strip. I could be wrong. Nope, there it is. There it is, little grass strip. I'm thinking that is most likely Fairview, which is a private airport in West Virginia, close to the mountains there. So that should mean we are relatively close to our next destination. Now, once we reach Elkins, we're going to need to change to a heading of 211 for 67 nautical miles to get to our next destination, which is going to be Lewisburg. So, before we actually get to that, let me change our course heading to 211. Alright, what are we at right now? We're at about 200, so 210, 211. Alright, we'll keep it there for the time being. And that wind must really be picking up for us to be flying at an angle here. I'm not so sure I'm enjoying this. Alright, both engines are still looking good. Pressure is good. Cylinder head temperature is in the green. Fuel's looking good. Manifold pressure, we're out about 23. That's not too bad. That'll work for both engines there. Fuel flow, that's fine too. RPM's a little high, but you know, I'm not going to change the prop pitch right now. We'll leave that as is. Okay, looks like my co-pilot's altimeter is not set, so let me just do that real quick here. What were we at? 29.905, I believe. Okay, that's 29.905 right there. And yes, I really should have read the manual to figure out the autopilot. But I did turn on the pitot heating, and I don't think we need engine anti-ice, so I'm not going to worry about that too much as of yet. We are 7.5 nautical miles away from our destination. Once we get past 5 miles, I'll set about changing it in the GPS here, as well as changing it in our navigation computers and all that good stuff there. It's not really computers, but you know what I mean. Alright, so we are, if I had to venture a guess, about halfway to our destination. So we're definitely going to be following the mountains from here on out, and you can see the mountains up ahead. And once we get to Lewisburg, otherwise known as Greenbrier Valley, then we're going to be doglegging to the left to cross over from West Virginia into Virginia, and then we'll be on approach into Roanoke. So it really shouldn't take us too long to get there. It is my hope that everything is being recorded properly. If not, we'll certainly find out, and I'll probably have to redo this whole damn flight. But so far, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm liking it. Now, I do want to see if we can see that airport, because there should be an airport directly ahead of us. Well, I'm seeing cloud shadows. While that's always a good thing, that's not helping me find this airport. It should be somewhere up ahead. We'll move back over to Sky Vector on monitor 2 here. We'll zoom in, see what we can see. Yeah, it's supposed to be like right down there next to a valley. It's even got a crosswind runway on it, so yeah, I don't see why it's not popping up. Unless it's not one of the ones that's replicated in X-Plane. That's always a possibility. Okay, well I see the river. I don't see it in X-Plane. I see some kind of lake over there though. I think that is the lake that I'm looking at right now. So technically we're in the right spot. Wait, is that it up ahead? That might be it directly in front of the aircraft. Okay. About 2 nautical miles away from it. Let me zoom in. Yeah, I'm not seeing an airport down there. There's supposed to be an airport down there. There's also supposed to be a pretty sizable town. I'm hoping I'm not off course here. Alright, well this thing says we should be heading 211, so let me change this, our heading bug, to 211. And as soon as this thing counts down to 0, I'm going to go ahead and put us on a course of 211. Hopefully the airport will pop up here. So far I'm just not seeing anything except for that lake over there. I know we're in the right vicinity though. Wait, what is that over there? Is that it? No, that is flatlands. Or at least relatively flatlands as far as West Virginia goes. Huh. By my reckoning, we should have been flying right over it right now. No, all we got is Sunday traffic. Okay, right here is good, so we'll go ahead and take it off nav. Put it on heading. Alright, and that should get us at least in the right direction here while I change everything over on the GPS. Alright, so GPS, we're going to set that to Lewisburg, which is Lima Whiskey Bravo, if I'm not too mistaken. We're arriving waypoint, lovely. Alright. Lewisburg, that's what we want. So Lima, we want whiskey, and then we want Bravo. There it is. Okay, so we appear to be heading straight for it. This is good. I like that. Alright, now let me jump over to SkyVector and see if I can get the frequency for Lewisburg. It is a good ways away. It is like 60 odd miles away. 62 according to this thing here. But I'm going to go ahead and program it in a moment. I do need the frequency for that. Frequency for that vortex is 116.05. So let me change that real quick here. 116.05. Okay, that's 114. There it is, 116.05. Alright. Should be good to go. Now, by virtue of the fact that everything up here is pretty much empty, it's not picking it up just yet, which is fine. I'm okay with this. I am okay with this. I don't think I'm too much off course, but I'm going to change my heading slightly here. Yeah, we'll fly a little bit more to the left here. So basically, we are going to be following the rough of these mountains here. I don't think it's going to get much higher, but I'm kind of a little bit concerned about these clouds here. I don't really think they're helping our case any. Let's see what we're looking at as far as the GPS goes. Okay. There's our nifty map. We need to be turning a little bit more to the left here. Okay, I see what the problem is. The reason why I wasn't finding Elkins Airport, if you look on the GPS, KEKN is a little bit to the east of the actual vortex that I had punched in. So that's why I wasn't locating it. So it's actually off to that side somewhere. My impression was that the vortex was right at the airport, but it doesn't look like it is. So my bad. My bad. Pilot error. But at least I am justified in knowing that we are definitely on course. Well, somewhat. We're still kind of veering off to the right here, so I'll need to adjust for that. A little bit more. Okay, now it looks like we are getting on course here. Let me zoom out and see what we're looking at. LWB, looking good, looking good. And there is an MOA off to my left on the GPS. It looks like it's to the right. It's the rectangle there, the green rectangle. That is Evers MOA, or Military Operations Area. So, if I were doing this flight in real life, I would make sure to avoid that area. And, since I'm trying to replicate what I would do in real life, well, we're going to avoid the area. Oh man, and we are still way off course here. Okay, I need to fix this. Really need to fix this here. We're drifting something fierce. I'm going to put it down to like 170. See if that'll compensate for it, and that way we can get back on track. Alright, let me see if I can see that airport. You know what? There is no way in hell I'm going to be able to see that airport. Between the terrain and the weather, yeah, I probably should have set it to fly directly over the airport. Although I do have the funny feeling that's the airport over there somewhere. I know it's usually on a hill because that seems par for the course with this place. Everything is on a hill. And I mean everything. Alright, back in the cockpit we go. One of the things that I would hope exists for X-Plane, but if it does not, I'm hoping somebody does develop it soon, would be the ability to put like some form of iPad in the cockpit that you can pop up just like the kneeboard in DCS. So if I wanted to, I could actually have SkyVector in here and AirNav and all the various other things that I've got open on a second window and utilize them while I am in here. I think that would be a pretty cool idea. Don't know if anyone's ever done it. I haven't searched for it. Might do that after I'm done with this flight. But for now, I think my bigger thing is making sure that I am where I need to be. And I just thought of something. Instead of targeting the actual VORTAC, what I'm going to do is I'm going to target the airport. So let's change our direct to. Only a slight modification. Instead of LWB, we're going to make it KLWB. KLWA? Really? Huh. There it is. Okay. Roughly around the same place from the looks of it. So even though we've already got it programmed into nav2 here, from the looks of it, we should be able to pick it up also here. It's about 54 nautical miles away. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn on a nav, and that should guide us directly there. Alright, where is this thing taking me? I'm guessing it's taking me to about 201. Take a quick look at the GPS map. Yes, it is. Okay, so it is on course. This is what I want to know. This is good. I can deal with that. As long as we're all on 201, we're good to go. Sun is looking sunny. Ground is looking groundy. There we go. Can't help but think my frames per second must be dropping a little bit. What do we have up there? Oh, look at that. There's broken stratus clouds. Wow, if we could get up there, we'd actually be able to see that. But that is not in the cards today. Just going to keep heading this way. Alright, engines check. Let's see how we're doing here. Fuel flow is a little high. We're going to bump that down some. We still got plenty of gas. I don't think we're going to run out anytime soon. Temperatures are looking good. Cylinder head temperature is a little up there, so yeah, I'm going to pull this back a little bit here. Oil pressure is looking good. Certainly got enough suction anyway. Now, since we are not in contact with any ATCs or anything like that, we're going to have to rely on the various ASOS around the area. So I'm thinking we're about due for another check-in. We're about 36 nautical miles away from Lewisburg. So we should be able to hear Lewisburg. Let me see. What is their ASOS? Do they have one? No, they've got an AWAS. Okay. Greenbrier Valley is 121.4. Okay, so we're already at 121. Let's change this to 0.4. We'll take a listen and see what the altimeter is. Oh wait, is it on? Oh, I'm on the wrong one, that's why. Duh! Great going, Bell. Great going. Alright, so we want 121.4. Oh, what in the hell, man? Why does it keep doing that? Seriously? Alright, there's 119. Now, I still need I don't understand why this thing keeps doing that. There we go. what did I say? 121? Yeah, 121.4. We'll drop that back down. It's a bit of a pain in the butt to work with.
Greenbrier Valley Information Echo. 2200 Zulu weather. Sky conditions 2300 scattered, 4300 broken, 6300 overcast, visibility more than 10. Temperature 22, dew point 16. Wind 330 at 6, altimeter 2997. Arriving and departing runway 04. Advise on initial contact, you have echo.
Alright, sounds good to me. Go ahead and get out of that. That is such a pain in the butt to work with. I'm not even kidding, folks. Okay, so the altimeter's only changed a little bit, so we're good. We're good. And once we reach Lewisburg, we're going to need to turn to a heading of 157 for 38 nautical miles, and that will get us straight into Roanoke. So we're almost there, folks. Almost there. Alright, I think I can handle this. Wow, I'm loving this evening sky here. This is pretty awesome. Do notice that my lights or my windows seem to have gone back to that. Alright, there we go. Did it not change? I thought I just changed it to tinted windows. There we go. Yeah, it looks tinted now. Oh, it's just the angle. Okay, I got it. Alright, not a problem. Zoom in a touch. I'm going to take a quick picture, because that's a thing. So far, this is turning into a nice little cross-country flight. I love doing stuff like this. And I tell you what, I would really love to do stuff like this in real life. So if you happen to be in Western PA and you're looking for somebody to come co-piloting with you, I will be more than happy to join you. As long as you help me get my private pilot's license, that'll be fine. Alright, it is starting to get a little bit dark in here, so let me see if I can turn this light back on. Oh wait, it was on? Oh, that's wild. Huh, guess it is on. I don't know if these instruments are backlit or anything, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. What is this switch up here? There's just so many freaking switches. Approach plate. Off or on? What the hell is the approach plate? What happens if I turn it on? Oh! That's my instrument lights. Well, hell! I don't need this light then. They lied to me. That's not an approach plate at all. That's my dashboard lights. Alright, well, I'll take that. That is perfect. Yes, one of these days I am going to sit down with this thing and actually read the manual so that I know what I'm doing. It is a crying shame for me to be flying this thing, my absolute favorite Cessna aircraft, and not know every little thing about it. I feel really ashamed about that. Alright, but we have about 10 more minutes until we get to our destination. So we'll sit back and relax and enjoy the flight. Okay, let's see what we're looking at here. We have about 24.8 miles to go till we get to Lewisburg. We're dead on target, so this is good. Just to remind you, we're going to need to turn left to a heading of 157, and we're going to need to travel about 38 nautical miles to get to our destination. So, I'm going to go ahead and set our what do you call it here? Our thing. drawing a blank right now. But anyway, we're going to set it for 157. Alright, so there's 151, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right about there. Alright, so that way I will have to remember that I need to change that when we get a little bit closer here. Sun is definitely going to be setting pretty soon. Certainly does look a lot more dramatic at 7,000 feet than it would at ground level. And of course we still got all these gray clouds around, so yeah, not so much a VFR flight after all. Probably should have planned this better. But I dare not go down too low because this is after all West Virginia, which means these mountains will come up to very high heights. At least as far as the East Coast is concerned. We're talking about like 4,000 feet above the deck here. Average probably about 36, 3,800, but yeah, I'm not taking that chance. We're fine up here at 7,000, even if it is a little bit gray, and even if I didn't exactly file an IFR flight plan. I am, however, extremely impressed with these clouds. Gotta say that, what the hell did I call it again? Oh yeah, SkyMaxx Pro. It's been like one of the greatest things here. I know that's not the exact name, but for some strange reason I'm just drawing a blank here today. I think my problem is I'm flying without rum. You should have rum when you're flying. Back in, and let's see, 16 miles to go. It is directly ahead of us. Let's see if we can get a visual here. I don't see no airport. It's got to be around there somewhere, but I'm not seeing it. I'm guessing we're still too far out for it to render. Oh, wait. Spoke too soon. I saw that. Where is it? There it is. Wow, is that even AI traffic down there? Very nice. Okay, well, that's our airport. I'm pretty certain. It certainly is in the right direction anyway. Alright, so I need to start planning for the rest of this here. Okay, so KROA. We are looking for Woodrum as far as a VOR goes, which is ODR 114.90. So we can change that, 114.90, remember that. Our ATIS for Roanoke is going to be 118.3. And of course, I'll need to punch into the GPS KROA, which will be Roanoke. We'll do that once we get about 5 miles away from Lewisburg, which, as we just saw, is directly ahead. Should be fun. This thing is very fuel economic. I'm rather impressed with it. Even after pulling the mixture back and leaning it out a little bit, it's still very, very fuel efficient. I like that. I like it a lot. Alright, we're going to go ahead and keep this on. We're transmitting on 1200. It's always helpful to have, just in case there's traffic, which there still is not. I'm currently looking over 2 different options for traffic. Option number 1, I believe, is called World Traffic or something like that. And the other one's called X-Life. If you have any idea on either of those, I would definitely appreciate your input to see if it is something that I will be able to benefit from using it here in X-Plane. And yes, we are definitely going to reach Roanoke in the evening. Probably just after sunset. Can't even see where the sun is right now, but that's alright. I can deal with it. It's a beautiful thing, is what it is. Doesn't get much more beautiful than this. Alright, 11 nautical miles to go. Should be good. Okay, let's see where we are now. 8 nautical miles away from our destination, Lewisburg. Okay, so we are definitely going to need to change this to 157. And just like before, as soon as the GPS reaches 0, I'll switch it over to just a heading hold instead of a nav hold. The plane will turn itself while I go ahead and punch in the information for Roanoke. And we'll be good to go there. Alright, so this thing is still at 201. It's saying we're a little bit off, but I'm thinking that's just the difference between where the airport is, which is where the GPS is tracking us to, versus where the actual VOR is. Which they're in the same general vicinity, it's just they're not quite as close as I would like. Alright. We should probably get another ATIS here.
Greenbrier Valley Information Echo. 2300 Zulu weather. Sky conditions 2300 scattered, 4300 broken, 6300 overcast, visibility more than 10. Temperature 22, dew point 16. Wind 330 at 6, altimeter 2997. Arriving and departing runway 04. Advise on initial contact, you have echo.
Okay, I think I already set it for 29 or 9 or 7 the last time that we heard her, so we're pretty much good to go at this point in time. Alright, so we're at about 6, well, 5.9 out, so I'm going to go ahead and change our little OBS thingamabobber here. Let's see. To get there, we want to be on Woodrum, which is 114.9. 114.9. Okay, and that is going to be on a heading of 157, so we'll change that. There we go, 155.6.7, right there. And we are probably going to also want to change our radio frequency. So, let me pop this open here because I'm going to need to change the GPS as well. Alright, so the radio frequency we are going to want for Roanoke ATIS is going to be 118.3. Alright, there is our 0.3, and here comes our 118. Okay, so we'll leave it like that. We'll flip it over once we get a little bit closer to Roanoke. Alright, we've got about 4 nautical miles to go until I switch it over to heading hold instead of nav hold. And for some reason my joystick controls are not responding to put us outside. That's weird. Try the numpad maybe. Yeah, the numpad still works. Oh, look at that. We're in the back. Very nice. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Okay, now that we're here, see if we can see the airport. Yep, there's the airport dead ahead. Alright, this is a good thing. There it is. There it is. There's a better view of the airport dead ahead. Probably doesn't exactly look like that, but yeah, it's not too shabby. It's good enough for a Kodak moment at least. Alright, so we'll go back inside. We'll see how far off we are. We are at 2.1. Now remember, when this thing gets down to 0, we're going to go ahead and switch it over to heading hold, and then we'll add in the waypoint into the GPS. So count it down with me, folks. We're at 1.6. And according to this, we are out of range of the vortac that we put in. That's fine, though. We can work with that. Wow, that actually looks really beautiful. Look at the lights, the street lights and all of that stuff. I think I know that highway too, going over the river there. Okay, so let's go ahead and take off the nav hold. We'll put the heading hold on, so the plane should start moving over to heading of 157. While that's going on, we will go ahead and enter a direct course to KROA. So here we go. Keep forgetting I can use a scroll wheel on this. R. O. A. There it is. Roanoke, Blacksburg. That's where we're going. So, distance to track 156. We are at 156. Doesn't get much better than that. That is freaking perfect. And we got the sun at our back, so I'm probably not even going to need the instrument lights right now. I can probably turn those suckers off. Oh, that's looking weird. Okay, let's turn them back on. I feel a hell of a lot more comfortable with that on. So we're going to be crossing all the various mountain ranges here. We're still in the Alleghenies, still near the Appalachians. You can see all the various highways running through West Virginia. This is mountain country for sure. And holy crap, the weather just changed. What in the hell just happened there? My sun disappeared. Is this light still on? No, it is not. Can I turn it on? Yes, I can. Okay. I'm a stickler for lights. We gotta have lights here. Otherwise, it's just no bueno. Alright, what in the hell is going on with my controls to go outside of the cockpit here? They don't seem to be responding. Alright, so we'll have to use Carinado's little camera thingy. Wow! Yeah, that weather did change rather dramatically. What is view from rear? Oh, rear seat. Okay, yeah, I don't need that. Alright, we're good. Okay, so we are about 34 nautical miles out, so clearly not far enough to, or not close enough, I should say, to pick up the OBS here, or the Vortac. So we cannot use that. We are starting to get a little bit low on gas, not too much though, because if you look at the fuel gauges here, yeah, we still got a little ways to go. We've definitely got enough gas to make it there. So I was needlessly worried when I first started out. Thought we'd have to stop at one of these airports along our flight path, but looks like we don't have to do that. This is good. I like that. All right. Damn, look at West Virginia down there. They say this state is wild and wonderful. Of course, I could tell you 100 different jokes about West Virginia, but I cannot deny one crucial thing. It is a rather beautiful state. I've driven through it many times. I've stopped through it many times. You know, it is really beautiful. And then we got the Shenandoah Mountains coming up. They're a little bit further off. But that's just across the border from Virginia to West Virginia. When we're about halfway there, let's see, it's 38 nautical miles to get there. When we reach half of that, so figure about 18, maybe 16 miles away, we'll be crossing over into Virginia. And around that time, we should also be picking up the airport and getting ready to make our plans to come in. I might use the procedures just to see if I can use the procedures and figure it all out, because this is a different GPS from what I'm used to. I did figure out that it's got the nifty little map, and as you can see, we are on track right there. Look at that. Beautiful thing. Right on the line. Doesn't get much better than that. But I'm not sure how that's going to translate with me trying to actually follow the procedures to land. So we'll see how well that works out. Alright, so let's put it to an outside view and we'll just continue traveling here. Okay, so we're about 23 nautical miles out, and we should be picking up the Vortac. I do have everything set properly. 114.90, yeah, that's ODR. So it should be counting down towards it. I don't know why it's not, though. We're a little off course. Okay, you know what? Let me set this thing back on nav. That should fix it. There we go. Debating whether or not I should come down. Right now I'm still at 7,000 feet, and as you can see we still got some clouds up ahead, but I don't want to come down too low because that could get a little dangerous here in the mountains of Virginia. Okay, looks like we're getting back on track here. This is good. Alright, I just don't know why this is not showing me the distance. Should be having some DME action going on here. Doesn't appear to be doing it though. Just turn it off and on. It's still not doing it. Okay, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. Let me see first off if I can get the weather at Roanoke. We'll figure out what runway we're going to put in for the procedures. I'm not getting anything on 118.3, so I think I probably may have read that wrong. There is another thing here. Oh, you know what? 118.3 is the control tower. The ATIS is 132.375. So let's switch it back. We'll open this up and we'll change it again. Alright, so I want 132.375. So we'll set this to 375. Going the wrong way. There we go, 375, and then we want 132. Alright, now let's try it.
Roanoke Regional Vision Field Information Echo. 2300 Zulu weather. Sky conditions 4,000 few, 7,000 scattered, 10,000 broken, visibility 10. Temperature 26, dew point 19. Wind 320 at 11, altimeter 2990. Arriving and departing runway 34. Advise on initial contact, you have echo.
Okay, so 29990, I got that in, and we're coming in on runway 34. So, let me see if I can pull up the procedures for that, and we'll at least get that started, because we're about 16 miles out, so we are definitely crossing into Virginia. Alright, so enter. We want runway 34. Let's see. Do we have an ILS for 34? I might want to do that instead. Yeah. Vectors. We'll load it. And we'll take a look at it on the map here. It looks a little convoluted, but yeah, I think we can handle it. Alright, so when we get to roughly about 10 miles out, I will change our course. We'll head a little bit to the south, so that way we can pick it up. Alright, so we know that runway 34 is what we're coming in on, so let's go ahead and turn our heading here to 34. Come on, baby. Alright, that's 3.6. That's 3.5. That's 3.4. It might not be exactly at 3.4, but that's going to be good enough for me. Alright, we'll keep an eye on the map here. Actually, let me see. What's our distance? 13.8. I'm thinking we can probably take it into about 7 miles and then head south. And I'm probably going to want to put this thing on a reciprocal, which looks like we're pretty close to that anyway. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Alright, so we'll put the reciprocal of 340, which appears to be 160. I don't even know if I need to use this, but we'll just leave it be. Alright, we are currently going 157. Okay, so basically we're going to end up passing up the airport and we'll turn around on our base leg and come back in. I'll probably do all of that manually, since I prefer to do it manually. I'm not liking these clouds though, so might have to start coming down. So let's see if I can do this without killing us in the mountains here. Alright, I think we can start to see Roanoke off in the distance here. And look at that, the airport is directly ahead of us. Oh my god, it doesn't get much better than that. That's a Kodak moment right there. Okay, well that is the runway that we're going to pick, so I am thinking that we're going to do traffic left. I think that is how you come into this airport anyway. So let's bring it down to about 6,000, so that way we'll be below these clouds. We'll swing out a little bit to the right, and then we will put on the heading hold. Well, come on there, baby. Work with me. Alright, so we are at 6,600. Yeah, we can clearly see the runway off in the distance there. This is nice. This is very nice. But I want to give myself enough time to turn around, so that way we can make it in without any kind of issues whatsoever. This is it, folks. We are on the home stretch to Roanoke, Virginia. And look at the beautiful lights up ahead. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. Whoa, a little bit of turbulence there. We'll work through that. Alright, 6,000. Now, I'm not 100% certain how tall these peaks are, so I'm going to have to, like, scan over to SkyVector real quick here. See what it says. Peak's about 3849. That should be the one that we're flying over right now. The one that's closest to Roanoke is about 1804, roughly. Okay, so let's do this. We'll swing out here. You can see the airport just off to the left side, next to the cockpit spar. And I'm going to bring the throttles down. Put the mixture back to full rich. While we're at it, let's go ahead and turn on our landing and taxi lights. Wow, that is bright. Okay, we are looking good. We're at 5,000. Might just take it down to about 4,000, I'm thinking. But let me go ahead and get our procedures ready. And we want to activate the approach. Yep, there we go. Activate vectors to final. Oh, come on, thing. Give me my little grabby hands there. Alright, enter. Okay. I think we're looking on target here. So there it is. There is Roanoke Airport. And we are looking pretty good here. We should be able to take this all the way in. Wow, beautiful city. I've only been through there in real life about once, but I do remember it being a very beautiful city, so this is pretty accurate here. Alright, I'm going to put us down idle. And we are just below 4,000. We're at 3,600, so we'll drop it down to about 3,000. We're going to go past the airport and then turn around. It's a fair bit of breeze up here. We're still a little too fast for flaps, but that's okay. We can handle this. Alright, 3,300. I'm going to stabilize us at about 3,000 altogether. Okay, there we go, there we go. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll make it about 3,100. Alright, right there is good. Altimeter, autopilot. Heading. Okay. Let's give it a little bit of gas. And let's do flaps 1. Okay, so there's Roanoke Airport, looking sharp as ever. All we have to do is go past this runway, turn around, and land. Seems like a textbook maneuver, right? We'll see if I can actually pull it off, though. There's the north to south runway there. And the other one, of course, is the east to west runway. But everything's a little bit weird because this entire thing is at an angle, so it's not a true north to south thing. Alright, we are about ready. Get some speed going here. Don't want to stall. Keep the flaps at 1. That should be good. And let's see, can I do an outside view yet? Okay, looking good. We'll go ahead and put the gear down. I love that sound. Okay, gear is 3 down and locked. Go ahead and put the flaps down 1 more notch. We'll head back in the cockpit. Alright, where's the airport in relation to us? We are just passing the runway now. So we're going to take it down a little bit further, maybe close to where that highway is. And then we'll turn around and bring this baby home. See what ye old map says here. We could probably do with zooming in. That would be nice. Okay, I see where the ILS feather is. Alright, so it's way the hell out there. This is cool. I get to do one of the things that I very rarely get to do, and that is a night landing. Or at least twilight. Either way, I'm kind of excited. As long as I don't hit that mountain peak up ahead, we should be good. Alright, so flaps are down 2 notches. Let's see, airspeed is looking decent. We're just over about 85. Well, actually, we're closer to 90. Either way, we're looking good. Alright, and I'm going to want to take it off of autopilot relatively soon. As soon as we get to where that highway is. Alright, so we'll go ahead and turn the flight director off for now. We really don't need it. Alright, altimeter hold can go off. And let me switch it back to this. Heading hold can go off. I think we got that highway right below us. Nope, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that's where we're going to make our turn. Everything else looks fine. Is that light still on? Yes, it is. Good. Gotta have my lights on. Alright, this is it, folks. Let's bring this bird in. Autopilot is off. And why is the nav 1-2 still on? Do not know. No clue. Alright, let's swing us around. Should be seeing the airport any minute now. Oh wait, is that it? No, you know, I don't think that's it. There it is, there it is. Okay. This is good enough. Go ahead and bring the throttle down. Alright, moment of truth. Can I pull this off? Alright, let's try and make another turn here. See how far off we are. Oh, we're not that far off. Okay, we'll keep the runway in view while we bring this bird home. Got some pappy lights on the end of this runway, which is nice. Okay. I gotta say, X-Plane is pretty good when it comes to this. I'm really enjoying my experience with X-Plane here. Alright, let's get a little bit more power here, because I really don't want to, like, come crashing down. That would be bad. Not after we spent, what, an hour and a half doing this? Well, for me, it's more like 2 hours doing this. My flight plan lied. It said 1 hour and 18 minutes. Pfft, yeah, right. We are now manual. Let's see if we can bring it in. Okay, we got 3 white, 1 red. Come on, give me 2 and 2. Pull us down just a touch more here. Do I have one more notch of flaps? Nope, no more notches of flaps. Okay. That's the middle marker beacon going off. As long as I can keep this heading, we should be good to go. About 400 or minus 400 feet per minute. Looking good, looking good. Might want to shallow it up a little bit here. But look at that. That's a Kodak moment right there, folks. Ah, it doesn't get much better than that. That's a perfect approach. Which is also a rarity for me. A little bit more airspeed here, because we're getting a little low. We're not really close to stall speed, but just in case. Alright, keep it around 400 feet per minute. We should land right where the pappy lights are. There we go. There's a neighborhood at the end of the street. There's a fence for the airport. Some trees in the way. Not a problem. We so got this. Let's bring it on home. There it is, runway 34. As requested. Alright, do a little bit of a flare here. Power to idle. And we're down. Look at that. Look at that. We are down. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, now I need a taxiway here. Let me hit the brakes. This looks like a taxiway. Is this a taxiway? Yeah, I think it is. Okay, that works for me. Alright, so we made it. We made it. We are home free, folks. And there we got the main terminal here at Roanoke. I'm probably not going to park there, but I'm probably going to park somewhere remotely close to there. Still can't seem to go to an outside view, but luckily Caronado put this nifty thing here, so we'll go to tail cam view. There we go. How about that? Not a bad little cross-country run here. I'm pretty sure this is not where I need to park for this kind of aircraft, but that's okay. I'm sure they'll forgive me. Just gonna pull right up to the terminal here. Only because I like the lights. And I like the fact that the lights will actually illuminate your aircraft. Unheard of. Who's ever heard of that? Lights actually doing what lights are supposed to do. That's amazing. And look, there's people in there. Hey, you think they're judging my landing? I don't know, but we'll find out when we get in there. Alright, brakes. Good deal. Okay. And that does it. We are here. Woohoo! Love it. What an awesome flight that was. Thank you so much for joining me, all of you. That was incredible. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Alright, let's go ahead and put the mixture to... There we go. Turn that off. Turn that off. Oh, you know what? I didn't even turn my damn fuel pumps on. Bad pilot. Bad pilot. We'll close the cowlings. There we go. Taxi light can go off. Landing light can go off. Beacon off. Strobe off. Nav off. That can go off. Pitot heater can go off. Very nice. Alright, folks. Looks like we made it safe and sound to Roanoke. And again, thank you so much for flying with me. As always, this has been BelGeode. Really do appreciate you joining me on this journey. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please feel free to give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And we will be back another time with some more of this gorgeous X-Plane action. So yeah, from beautiful Roanoke, Virginia, where it is twilight, I bid you all adieu. And once again, thank you so much for watching. Alrighty, folks. Ciao.